Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, kill. Tighten up.
Now a first down throw. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They run. It's Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Slam, good close.
Now Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Value three. Kill.
Following the fumble recovery. Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Off the play fake. Chavez. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he had...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, D. Watch the safety down.
From the gun, here's Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Gurley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff, and that's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. On 1st and goal, Gurley. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
3rd and goal, Gurley. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Chavez now. Off-play action. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, Delta.
Now Chavez throwing on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And Thomas has it. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Saints first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. We need 2 jet bombers. We need 2 jet bombers. Go 50 extra money. Ready.
Chavez on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Chavez to throw. To throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Chavez, operating from the gun. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Shell. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
180. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They run Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Chavez. The open man is Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. On first down, Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Chavez now, off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Chavez. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Chavez, off play action. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, one set. Five. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Chavez to throw on first down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On second down, it's Sanders. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 25.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Another run with Sanders. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. Chavez looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain there of 21 yards. Goff now to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. First down, gone. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Goff now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
No. Get it.
They'll go again with Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 30 base.
54.
Quarterback, don't get no. Hard. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Keep playing on, fellas.
At the 40-yard line.
Woo! Let's get it.
Ready? 8, read. Now. Hey, Haywood.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Second and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Back now in Los Angeles. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll have a first down past the 40. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get up.
Here's Chavez to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
90, Wolf.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
Ready?
Chavez now, operating from the gun. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Chavez off the play fake. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming This is 3rd and long.
You got me right. Alpha. Look at me. Zipper.
Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, go.
Looking to throw. Chavez. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Motion, motion, motion.
Super.
Here's gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another run here with Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Chavez throwing on 4th down. And he finds Parker here, complete. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down New Orleans. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
They'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Running right, here's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Ready up. Go, go.
Check, check. Watch 54.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
You know, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. Goff going to throw it, and it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.